What's up guys, before we get into the video today, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Fat Boy Waffles. Now, you guys are probably asking yourself, Nate, what the heck are you talking about? Have you ever wanted to get your hands on one of those overseas balls, but you didn't want to pay premium pricing, or you want to be one of the first to get your hands on one of the brand new balls coming here stateside, but didn't know how to? Well, look no further. Fat Boy Waffles has got you covered. They have weekly giveaways and contests for you to enter as much as you would like. You should go check them out. They're very reliable. They're very dependable. Like I said, weekly giveaways and contests all the time. So make sure you head over to their Facebook page, Fat Boy Waffles, and tell them that Nate sent you. All right, now back to the video. Look. Welcome to the video, guys. I had to see if we could get 300 to start off the video. Today, we got a highly anticipated ball. Again, Storm is popping out some great stuff. We got the brand new Optimum Idol from Roto Grip. Trying to bring back the original Idol, something that I think Roto Grip has been missing. We have the Idol series back in the line, so it's going to be an exciting time today. We're going to see what this ball does and what it does in comparison to the original, the GOAT, the daddy of all bowling balls, the original Idol. So we're going to be stacking up those two today. We're going to be bowling a little bit. We're going to see how they stack up. All right, so we're on a fresh house shot here. It's actually not their house shot, it's their sister center's house shot, the one I suck at. What we're gonna do as best as we can. So we're standing on 20, looking around 13, 12, trying to get it to the right, stand up. It's pretty good. All right, good start. So the numbers of the Optimum Idol are 247RG 056. Differential. I believe it has the same cover as the old Idol. The only difference is we got AI core in here. So we got that outer core, which is different than the original. And when I miss in like that, it gets me those extra hits. There's no fouls in action. There's no fouls in recording ball videos. I'll be better that I won't foul for you guys so I don't get blasted in the comments. So we're on a double. Obviously, it's kind of fresh out the box. So it has that grit to it, 2000 finish, and it's actually perfect for something this heavy. Oh. Yeah, and then when I miss him like that. On this house shot, like I said, it's the sister center's house shot. It is mounded up in the middle with oil and really dry to the outside, so it's not great for somebody where their typical miss is in, but it's still okay. So we'll shoot the spare. Really excited to have the Idol back in the line. Just recently, my most recent regional title win was with the original Idol. It's been a staple in my bag. I've been able to throw it literally on every single pattern, I think, short, medium, long, you name it. That ball has been in my bag since I've signed with SPI. To see that they worked really hard to try to get the Idol back into the line is awesome. I'm looking forward to see what this does in comparison to the original. So we're gonna make sure we're still just a little slower. There we go. Really good. Still the same predictable shape that I remember out of my original Idol. It might be just a touch smoother in the back end. We haven't thrown the original one yet in comparison, but that's what I'm seeing so far, is that it could be just a touch smoother. As we mess around with it, we'll see what happens. So we're in the 5th frame. Let's go another 3 left and bring the speed down just to see if it'll come around the corner. I like that ball motion. It's actually really good. It's surprising because, again, I'm not that great on this house shot. I don't bowl very well in the sister center, but it's looking really good. It gives me a lot of control when it sees the dry, because I got that one right where it was supposed to be. Doesn't really over bounce off the friction, just kind of like the original one. So that is a plus. I really like that. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Yeah, we chased that one a little bit more. I went another 2 or 3. It's giving me idle vibes. It's giving me that OG idle vibe where I could get in, I could be soft, I could rotate my hand, and through the whole entire lane, it reads the lane beautifully. So I'm really, really liking what I'm seeing. Oh boy. All right, we didn't trip the 4 on that shot, but that's all right.
Sorry?
No, I didn't. Spares are just as important. I guess you could say I was mad at that one. We got 2 frames left, and then we are going to compare the 2. Regardless, I'm gonna see myself having a lot of these, and I have a lot of the original ones. So either way, I think that's gonna help me take a lot of money in people's brackets and stuff like that. It's gonna be a winner. All right, we're gonna move another 2. We're already at 30. We're looking at 1920. Gonna get it out to the right, nice and slow. Oh, that was a little in. All right, once I got to about like, I don't know, 38, 40 feet, it really started to dig in the oil and make that turn, even though it wasn't the most gorgeous strike. Trust me, it's just the pattern. The pattern is not, not making ball motion look great. Anything on a lesser ratio, it would be all right. We'll stay the same. There we go. All right, let's see what it does. All right, kind of figured. I wanted to send that one right just to see what it would do. Kind of labor there, got to the dry, and again, the predictability, it really didn't bounce off the friction too hard, so that's still all right. A nice 240 game with a spare. All right, so let's clear this deadwood, and then after we clear the deadwood, we're gonna compare the 2. So we hit the idle with some surface to kind of get it close to the Optimum Idol. So we're gonna go back to where we started just to kind of compare to see what it actually does in the spot. So staying in 20, look at it at 13, 12. I mean, what can I say? There's a reason I have that ball in my bag. All right, so let's get an on-top comparison right in the same exact spot. That was a little right. I think as you can see, what I'm seeing is, as of right now, the original Idol that I have has a couple games on it, but what I'm seeing is it's picking up just a pinch earlier than the original and kind of smoother down lane, whereas the original for me is probably still in that same spot, that same footprint, but it likes to continue a little bit more down lane, likes to be a little bit faster, just based off the 2 shots that I saw. So right there was about 6 left with my feet, about 6 and 3, 6 and 4. And as you can see, once it got to the end of the pattern, it really wanted to continue and be sharper. So I think that's gonna be the biggest difference that I see out of the 2, is the original is gonna be faster off the spot, whereas the Optimum is gonna be smoother throughout the lane. So we're gonna go, I don't know, another 5, back to 30. And this is where it's gonna be the big test. Okay, so that one was a little hard. So let's throw the Optimum in the same spot. We'll do the same speed just to see the difference in how they respond to when I throw it a little bit firmer. Yeah, that's the biggest difference there. My speed was probably around the same. Because the Optimum seems to me just a little bit stronger, a little bit earlier, it's gonna read, you know, the cliff a lot easier with the surface it has on it. They're both pretty close, but what I see is the Optimum just being a pinch earlier and the other one just being pinch cleaner, pinch faster off the spot. As you can see, the continuation is a lot more violent off the spot than the Optimum. So we're gonna do the same thing with the Optimum. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, like I said, both pretty close, but as you can see, I think the Optimum is a little bit of a bigger footprint where it reads the middle part of the lane a lot stronger, and it's a lot more smooth off the back end than the original. Still a great piece. What I'm going to see is I'm going to be able to keep my angles in front of me a lot more consistent with the Optimum than I would the original, because the original can get offline a little too quick. And then as I start to move in, obviously if I'm allowed to throw an idle in some of the tournaments, I'm going to be throwing the idle when I have to create just a little bit more shape and I still need that solid benchmark piece. So in my current arsenal right now, what I'm going to see is I'm going to probably be throwing the idle before like my phase 2. Just based on ball reaction, I think that the Optimum is going to be a lot smoother than a phase 2 off the end of the pattern. The phase 2 and the idle, the original idle, complemented each other very well, but I would tend to throw the idle over the phase 2 when I needed to open up the lane, because just from my eye, it saw the lane a lot better for me. So what I'm going to be having is the Optimum first, and then going to like a phase 2 or an exponent. And then after those two balls, I'm going to be throwing something like an attention star, where I need an asymmetrical pearl to really open up the lane, or one of my weaker asymmetrical options to give me that look that I once had with the idle, but I think the Optimum is still going to be just as good. All right, so we're going to take another 5 left, and we're going to be super soft and open the lane and test the limits. As you see, it wants to get there, but it quite doesn't want to really bounce off the end of the pattern. But if it still strikes from there, that means it's pretty versatile. So we'll grab the OG and see what it does compared to that. As expected, a lot faster off the spot, so that's probably why you still see me throw this ball. We're gonna do something a little fun. This is something you're not gonna see on any other channel on YouTube, I don't believe. That's what makes us different. You guys know I love the original. You guys see me throw it any chance I get. What we're gonna do, if you guys can help us out, is we wanna set a goal at the end of the year to get to 50,000 subscribers. And to reward you guys for doing that, and sharing this video around and getting the word out there. If we get to 50,000 by the end of the year, I will give you guys a brand new idol. One of you is gonna have one of my personal, from my stash, I will give out a brand new idol if we reach 50,000 subscribers. So all you gotta do, share the video around, share the word around, like on the video, subscribe to the channel, drop the comments, tag everybody you know in the video to make sure they subscribe. And if we get to that mark, who knows? One of you is gonna have a brand new idol. In the meantime, make sure you guys check out our affiliate links below if you wanna support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated to check out those affiliate links. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking out the brand new Optimum Idol. Make sure to pick yours up when it's going to your local SPI Pro shops. And man, I got nothing else to say, man. This ball is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a staple in my bag. It should be a staple in yours. We'll see you guys next time.